Hello again, it's Arrow and Evening Star. Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be creating this pumpkin crown inspired by Rachel Maksy's headband from last October. I thought I would give it a go and put my own little twist on it, no pun intended, while also giving a new life to an old headband I had made years ago that had seen better days. If you want to see how this was made, stick around and keep watching. Let's begin, shall we? My pumpkins are a great deal larger than those Rachel has on her headband, but you gotta work with what you got. I did purchase a couple of things for this headband. I purchased the pumpkins off Amazon, the floral tape at Michael's, and the wire from a local dollar store. The rest of the stuff is supplies I already had in my house. For this you will need a glue gun, a glue stick, an old headband, or new if that's what you have, wire, artificial miniature pumpkins, floral tape. Mine is black because I was going for a darker look than bright green, a paintbrush, Mod Podge in matte for sealing, burnt umber acrylic paint, and a small cup of water for mixing with the paint. Put a small amount of brown paint in a container. Mine is the lid of a Pringles can, as I like to reuse items as much as possible. Add some water to thin out the paint, and then coat the entire pumpkin in the watery paint mixture. Wait a few seconds and then place in a piece of paper towel to remove excess paint. This dulls some of the bright orange and gives it a darker, more weathered appearance. Apologies for being out of frame for most of this, had a new camera set up for this video. I began by removing the stems, although in hindsight it may have been slightly easier and less messy to keep the stems on and hold on to them while painting, as you will see. I also painted the stems with the same watered down brown paint to weather it and dull down the bright green, then sponged off the excess paint with a piece of paper towel. Once the pumpkin is wiped of excess paint, you can paint lines down the pumpkin where the indents are to create depth and dimension. I used a delicate hand as I did not want it to be too dark and too perfect of a line. Once the pumpkins are all painted, cut a length of wire. Be careful, the ends are sharp and will cut you. I couldn't find any of my wire cutters, so I'm using a cuticle cutter I had found. Gotta work with what you have. I believe the length of my wire was from my hand to my elbow. Fold it in half once and twist it several times, then fold it in half again and twist some more until you have a good solid piece. Be sure to leave a small hoop at one end to attach the pumpkin stem. Then take the floral tape and begin wrapping it around the twisted wire piece. Make sure to cover all the wire, including the small hoop at the end. Take the wrapped wire and twist it tightly around a paintbrush handle to get the spiral effect for the vine. Make enough for each pumpkin. You will place the stem through the hole and reattaching the stem to the top of the pumpkin after pumpkins are coated, and a layer of matte Mod Podge. My camera stopped recording, so I don't have the footage for the Mod Podge coat. My apologies. I removed the old covering for my headband. And then took the floral tape and wrapped the headband with that, being careful to make it as neat as possible, as some of it will be visible while wearing. When done wrapping, I put a layer of Mod Podge on the outside and inside to seal the tape and to keep it secure. Once everything is dry, you can attach the vines to the tops of the pumpkins as shown. Adjust to your liking. Now you have a patch of pumpkins to attach to your headband. I love these styrofoam wig heads for making headbands, especially when you have to glue things onto them. It keeps the headband stretched so that things do not break off when you go to put it on your head. If you don't have one, try to use something to stretch out the headband to keep that from happening. I got this head at Value Village years ago, but I'm sure they can be found online as well. Using hot glue, attach the pumpkins to the headband in the position that you like best. Be sure to hold the pumpkins in place until the glue sets to keep them from slipping. Now you have a pumpkin crown to go forth and be your fiercest pumpkin queen self. You can totally make different variations on this as well. I think if I made another one, I would definitely like to put little jack-o'-lantern faces on the pumpkins. If you decide to make your own pumpkin crown, I would love to see them. Tag me on Instagram with your photos. You can find my information in the description box below. Have fun with it. If you want to see more crafty videos, be sure to like and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, happy Halloween, and remember to stay crafty!